Not me.
Although we could be on diets.
We could be.
There's not a lot we can do because the fridge and all the kitchens on this side of the van. There's not a lot we can put over. I'm going to put it.
Welcome back to another episode with DNA.
Alright, what are we doing today?
Today, we're actually doing our weights. Not me.
Although we could be on diets.
We could be. However, we are weighing car and caravan today. So we're just waiting for the bloke to
Oh, look at that, I'm taller again.
oh yeah. Just waiting for the bloke to come on down and see where we're at with it all. So we'll take you along and see if we're overweight, underweight, we're all good.
If we can put more in or we have to take stuff out.
See how we go. Right, we're just weighing the car, just driving up.
Two and a half tonne. Great. Well, you're about 2.1, so you're well within on the rear axle, which is good, because often you get a GVM upgrade and the rear axle doesn't change.
Yep.
And the GCM doesn't.
So we've changed, the actual lower control arms are all rated at 4.2.
Yeah,
So
no worries. Sweet. Okay, well what I'm going to get you to do now is just drive forward and we'll bring your wheel up to this scale and I'll move the other one back.
Okay.
Normally let people help me, but very nice. Hope someone hurt their back. Straight, beautiful. All right, I'll just hit 0 and we'll drive up on that.
All right. See what the van weighs.
Perfect. So that's 3048. That's your GTM. So you're probably rated 3.5 tonnes.
3.5 tonne, yeah. So
3048. You got a GTM on there?
3320.
Oh great, you're well within on that then. I'll get a photo of that. So all we need now is for your total weight to be under about 400. You've got to be under 350 anyway, don't you? So yeah, so it's allowing what your legal limit on that is 350.
Yep.
So I mean you've got 400 kilos to play with, but you can't put anything under 350 on that. So what we'll do is I'll get you to drive forward off the scales,
Yep.
and then we'll put the tow ball scale under,
Yep.
and we'll weigh your tow ball. All right. All right. Actually, that's going to be perfect. I'm going to put it under here.
Yep.
The DO35 has been getting stuck. Just chuck these back in as you go. So we just need to drive forward about 1 metre.
Okay.
Just wait for the thing to come off, and it keeps on getting stuck when I put it on. Perfect. Right. William, where are you from? Weigh my caravan. There's a sign on the back of my car if you want to do that. You can take a photo of it. Where do you want to leave? I want a bit of shade and just I'll go. You can use the back of my tailgate, it's probably easy.
Yeah.
Just go through this and explain it. Sound like you know what you're talking about with weights and stuff.
Oh, yeah, been there. This is probably being number 7.
There's my sign there. All right, so front axle, 1573. Wheel weight's 771, 802. Rear axle 2190. That's why I checked, because they're normally about 2,000, but you've got it upgraded, so you're good to go. 1085. 3763 was what you came out at. And what are you, 4.2?
4.2 tonne.
200.
And the dog?
Yeah, we can add 20 kilos.
Okay.
I'll just write add, got a little thing here, add 20 kgs. Spread out.
We have it here, it's too hard.
Hectic.
Yeah, too hard to bring it. What sort of dog you got?
Oh, Staffy, she's just overexcited.
Yeah.
Spent half the time yelling at her to sit down.
Yeah, I know. So you got 437 kilos to spare on the car. How does it travel when you haven't got the Caravan? Or is it stiff, or is it?
No, because we don't have coils. We've got a coil delete, so it's
Right.
just big airbags. Whole
Okay.
thing's a bellow, so
Clever.
so it doesn't matter if you're empty or full. It rides the same. Just has more weight, you put more air.
Nice. 722, 738, 1488, 724, 764. Again, you're well within on this. So 3048 is your actual, and Clark said
3.5.
that's your
3.2.
3.2. Yeah, 3.2 was your 3.320. 3.320. So 3.320 minus 3.048. 272 to spare there. The table you're allowed 350. You came out at 259.
91.
That's good. And your ATM, your legal is 3,500 tonne, and you came out at 3048 plus 259, 3307 plus that 193. Yep. And your GCM, what's it, 6850 on that? 7 tonne. And your GCM is a combination of 3763 plus 3048, 6811. You're well within. Minus 7 tonne, 189. So including the dog, you're about 150, I suppose. So every single one of those numbers is good. That's probably your most limiting factor. It probably wouldn't hurt to put a little more weight on there.
On the front?
On the front, yeah. So your GTM's 3048, this is only 259. Probably needed more like about 300 just for balancing it up a bit better.
Yep.
I mean, we normally suggest about 10 to 15%. So that'd probably be good to have a bit more on there. Are you going to put electric bikes or anything on there? No?
Does it look like we ride bikes? We don't eat salad either.
Fair enough. No, look, I mean...
So we could probably put another water tank underneath.
Yeah, you
at
could.
the front.
Yeah, you could, yeah. What do you got at the moment?
Oh, just two. There's
290 litres?
Yeah, or 280 litres, whatever.
Yeah.
I think one's in front of us.
Cheers. Cheers, guys. So
Cheers.
we're back. We're back from our little weigh-in.
Yes, so we've had the weigh in. We will say we are under, and we're under fairly goodly, or goodly if that's
Goodly,
the word.
is that a word?
Yeah.
Well, bonus, I don't have to chuck any of my clothes and shoes and
Well,
makeup.
if she
and
doesn't want to
have
take
jewelry.
extra fuel and water and food, well then no, she doesn't.
Yeah.
But if she wants more showers, so that she can put on her clean clothes, we might have to. Right, so we'll run through the figures first, and I will put a picture of this sheet that we do have here that we got done. I will put it up so that you can freeze it and have a look at it.
And first and foremost, Andrew, the man that did it for us,
Yep.
from Weigh My Caravan, He was really good.
Yeah, he was. And he's here in Yanchep, but he will travel to all over the metro
and
area.
Really reasonably priced, and really quick.
So it was
no hassle.
$230 to get your van weighed. It really probably, if we didn't yak and we weren't filming, probably could have done it in half an hour.
Yeah.
I would say.
So yeah, it was really painless, wasn't it? It was really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so we'll start off with the car. Because we've had a coil delete, we've got the airbags, and we've got a GVM upgrade on the Patrol of 4.2 tonne. So the front axle weights were 1,573. The rear axle was 2,190. Passengers side was, on the front was 771, and then on the driver's side was 802. So pretty even. And the passenger side at the rear was 1,105, and the driver's side was 1,085. So with a GVM of 4.2 tonne, we come in at 3,763, but means we were still 437 kilos under our GVM just in the car. We didn't take INDEE because trying to hold tyre up and in and out of the car, so we just thought we'd just add the 20 kilos for what she weighs.
Yeah.
So car come in really well. So we'll touch on that now before we go to the van. So there's two options. What we wanted to do was to put a spare wheel carrier and another long range tank. So to do that, we're well within our weights to be able to do that on the car. As long as we don't tow anything, or Nick gets rid of a fair bit of stuff out of the caravan.
Yeah, so that's option one. That would be ideal, but that's obviously not going to work for us because obviously this is now our full-time home.
Yeah.
So scratch that.
So yeah, to do that we really needed to cull a bit of stuff out of the caravan. So the limiting factor for us is the GCM. So we got a GCM of 7 tonne. And I'll touch on that now. Our GCM was 7 tonne. Our actual GCM was 6,811. So we're 189 kilos under our GCM. If you take INDEE into that, it's here nor there. So we're still under. So we've really got about 150 kilos to play with.
Which is not really a lot in the scheme of things if you're wanting to stay off grid for longer, or you're wanting that extra fuel to go further.
So it's either take more water or have less showers.
No.
So we'll get around to the caravan side of the caravan now on what it weighed. It was pretty even. Our front axles, both of them together, were 1,560 kilos at the front, and the rear axles were 1,488. The passenger side, which is this side, which surprised me, is actually at the front was heavier, was 822 for the passenger, and the driver's side was 738. So on the rear axles, the passenger was 724 and the driver was 764, which surprised me because the driver's side does have the kitchen, the fridge,
the oven,
all our food and pantry stuff is on that side. Or
no.
Nick's got all her clothes jammed on this side in there.
No, that's it. No, but we do also have some winter gear in a suitcase under the bed also on this side. And Dave's butchering gear kind of in the middle on this side.
Yeah.
And we do have a carton of water under here on this side.
Yeah.
So,
but it is toward, it's in or there. So pretty good with that.
Yeah.
So our GTM allowed was 3,320 kilos. Our actual was 3,048. So we were 272 kilos under our GTM, gross trailer mass.
We're surprised because we thought it would probably be almost like how we track.
Beer number 3.
Wine number 2.
Don't know what happened there. When we said it had a glitch, it had a glitch alright. We've been talking for 10 minutes and nothing's been bloody recording, but
So professional.
that's us, isn't it, eh? It is how it is. Right.
Up to the ball weight, I think we're at.
we're up to, we were talking about what the caravan weighed, so I'll just go back over it. So
Just in case.
If I've doubled up, I've doubled up, sorry. Right, so our GTM was 3,320 was allowed. Our actual was 3,048, which left us 272 kilos. I'll also have to say the tow ball weight does come into this as well. So our tow ball weight was actually 259 kilos. So when we weighed our car, it did have the tow ball weight on there as well. So if you took that off plus that, it's nearly 700 kilos. So getting back to that, we could have the spare wheel carrier and the long range tanks, no worries at all. But what we're towing doesn't allow it. So that was the other factor, I suppose. So, and look, this is very confusing for quite a few people. This is van.
You have a really good understanding of it. So
this is van number 7 for us, and you know, I really look into trying to be under what we are. So
one, because obviously if you have an accident, which hopefully no one ever has and has to endure, but if you do, then obviously it's really important that you know your weights and that you know where you're at with it, so that your insurance does cover. 1 and 2, the
heavier you are, the more fuel you use pulling the bloody thing.
Yeah, so. And look, we feel like we've said every van that we've had, we really want to cull back, we want to take as least as possible, and yes, I've still got too many clothes and shoes and makeup, but however... And
handbags.
And I've only got
6.
5, maybe 6. But, you know... When it is your home, and you know, I'm all about, I like to feel good about myself, so you know, when I'm not one for no makeup, you'll never ever see me with no makeup, no hair done.
Yes you will. I'm going to get her one morning when she wakes up, you'll see it.
Oh God, that'll be scary. So you know, when
I'll probably have a black eye.
When it's your home and you know, you like to have the creature comforts, you know, you have to have those little extra things, your little throw pillows and that sort of stuff. So there's got to be a compromise somewhere, you know. If it's just your weekender, it's kind of different, but when it's full time, it's really, really important.
It is your life.
You know.
Our life is in this van and in that car.
Yeah.
And out the back with the dog, she's eating the chicken drumsticks at the moment. But
so yeah, getting back to it.
Yeah, so realistically for us, we could put another water tank underneath and virtually that's it.
I think if you had a family, like there's only Dave and I think if you had a family with a couple of kids, I think that would be a must, you know, with washing and showers and dishes and all of that. But I think for us, I think we could probably skip the water and maybe go with possibly some jerry cans and a water bladder.
Yeah, I think maybe 2 jerry cans on the back for fuel, just so that when we can get further out off grid a little bit more. If we're close enough, like we said once before, I think we were in Burpengary in Queensland.
Oh, yes.
And we run all over the place trying to get water, and we dragged the van for...
everywhere. And Wiki Camps was telling us all these places. We got there and there was just like a water fountain or something ridiculous, like not what you would expect. So
I think the best thing is like 40 litres of petrol's probably going to get us maybe 150 k's, but we could always put a collapsible water bladder between the front seat in the footwells of the back of the front seats and the footwell of the second seat. INDEE doesn't use it, so
yeah,
which allows us to, all right, if we're camped up somewhere, we can leave the van and that there, and we can drive into town or wherever the closest water point is, and we can take on 150, 200 litres of water and bring it back.
Yeah.
It's not something that weighs a lot. It probably, I haven't looked at them, but I reckon it probably weighs, say, 10 kilos for the bladder, if that. So 10 kilos is here nor there. I've just done a quick calculation. They say that petrol weighs 750 grams for every litre. So 20 litres is 15 kilos, jerry can and the holder. So even if you said another 10 kilos, that's 25. This has been very conservative. So it's an extra 50 plus the water bladder is 10. That's 60 kilos. We're still 100 kilos under.
Which I think is a safe place to be.
We've still got to put wood in the wood box too.
So I think that's a safe place to be, rather than being right on the limit of we're at our max of, you know, what we can tow. Plus, you know, like Dave said, you know, it's all fuel consumption. You know, the more you have, the heavier it is, you know, the more you're spending on your fuel. So I think we might just go with that to start with. And look, we can always change it if it's not working for us. You know, we can always change it up.
And who knows, there might be something down the line as we get further into this. There might be options to allow to put a new tank in, put the wheel on the roof,
take the oven out, which we
you
don't
want to
use.
see something funny, see Nick try and lift that wheel up onto the roof. Actually see her try and lift it.
Yeah, that too.
I don't think I could get it up the roof.
But, you know, even take the oven out, you know, which could save a bit of weight. We don't use it. I don't know. I
mean, look, you take it out, what, realistically 20 kilos. Even if it weighed 20 kilos, it's... I know if we could take that out and take something else out and take 3 things out that weighed 20 kilos, well, that makes a difference, but...
Yeah, so
it's a hard one.
Everybody's got to do what works for them.
Yeah.
So we're just going to probably go with the jerry can holders and jerry can and water bladder and see how we go. I think that's a good start.
Yeah, so we've got to look at now where we can get a jerry can holder. And I think they, from what I looked at where we bought the caravan from, they're like $200 each.
Yeah, and look, I don't think we need it like desperado. Like, obviously we're not going anywhere remote straight up, so we may even just take off and get it a little bit later on. Not sure.
Keep an eye on Marketplace. Who knows, there might be something that comes up.
It's been really good to know, since we've never done it before. We've just gone over a weighbridge at a rowish.
Yeah, last time we went to Cape York, this time last year when we left, we just drove in, put the car on the weighbridge.
Yeah.
We were 3.950, I think, with the urban caravan on the towable. Then we drove the whole lot on, and we were about 60 kilos over, but we only had to go up 200 kilometres up the road, and we would have lost that weight in fuel.
Yeah, so I think it's just a good base. We're happy we've done it, and yeah, I think it's really important that everybody...
I think for the $230, I think everyone should do it, because, you know, we all want to be legal.
Not only that, I think, you know, there's a lot of cupboards in a caravan, and there is some like linen cupboardy ones at the back there.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
Ask her if there's any empties now.
No. But, you know, potentially women have a habit of just, oh, we've got all this space, let's fill it up. So, you know, it's really good to do that. You know, I could have probably had way too much weight at the back, so he could have said you need to reshuffle. I think it's good for that too.
Yes.
You know, that you know, if we had too much weight at the back, then we needed to obviously move things forward, vice versa.
So, talking about weight at the back and weight at the front, when you do have these caravans, if you do have too much weight at the back and not enough tow ball weight, you do find as you drive along, your caravan is unstable. It will start wagging the tail, as they say, like a dog, and the caravan starts going this way.
Which is super dangerous.
And we've seen a couple of it like that, and next thing, it gets out of control. It wags that much that it starts shaking the car loses control, and the whole damn thing goes over.
So if anything, even just for that, even to just get your distribution of your weight right in your van.
So I think, look, for everyone, no one wants to see that. It's horrific to watch.
Yes.
I have been with previous jobs. Part of my job was with roads and accidents and stuff like that. It is horrible to see.
So you don't wish it upon anybody.
I do not wish it upon
And for $230, it's totally preventable.
Yeah.
Totally preventable. So anyway, stay safe out there, guys. And
check your weights.
Yep.
Oh, look, we all want to take everything.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can't.
No.
So remember, if it's only got one use, find something that's got two or more.
Yeah.
That can do it, because it's no good taking things that you just need one use for.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, just saying.
Plastic cup.
Even though I had a cronut yesterday, we are being, in our lifestyle of vanning, we are walking every day, which has been really great.
I made her walk down to the shops, and then I said, oh, let's go down to the marina, and then when she found out she had to walk another kilometre to go around to get home, she was, oh, we're not doing that today.
So, you know, talking of weights, we are doing a bit of a
So
lifestyle.
we are keeping the exercise up. We do take Indie for a walk. What else have we been doing? It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Pelted down yesterday. We might put a bit of film up.
Bit of footage on. Jeez.
We come home and it had been raining. Nick left the hatch open. There was water all over the bed, over the toilet. So we'll show a little bit of that.
Note to self, whether it's blue skies or not, shut your roof hatches.
It was blue skies.
Blue skies when we left.
Yeah. And there was no warning.
And how many mils did you say it had?
Here we had 33 mils.
Yeah.
But up at Clarkson, they had.
Well, when it hit, Dave was actually in Bunnings, and when he went in, it was like, you know, so far on the car park. When he came out, it was like
it was 6 inches deep. My shoes were wet, so it did.
Yeah.
It was like, I think up there they had like 150 mils.
Yeah, it was crazy weather yesterday.
It was ridiculous. There's pictures of cars where the water is up halfway up the windscreen, and these cars are just sitting there. So
crazy weather.
So always note to yourself, don't matter what it is, shut the roof hatches.
Anyway, guys, like and subscribe, and we'll catch us next week.
Yep. So no, it's all good.
Yeah.
Costs nothing to like and subscribe. So.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Well, what's happened?
Well, you left the bloody hatches open, didn't you?
Jesus. Okay, showed everything. We've had this massive bloody storm. Just out of the blue. It was nice and beautiful and blue this morning. And note to self, do not leave the roof hatches open.
No. What's happening? Just have a look underneath.
No.
Then.
We just got, if you go outside and have a look now.
So it didn't actually come through.
Go outside and have a look now. We've just freed it.
So we just got back in time. Oh, feel the lightning. Nick's using the hairdryer. Look at that. 192 amps almost. It's really dry, but it's really good heater. It's nice and warm in here now.